This video will discuss chapter 6.8, Dilations. So we're going to talk about scale factor. And the kind of one way to look at it would be if you were to take this, you could call this could be a rectangle or a trapezoid, it's some kind of quadrilateral where you've got these four vertices, and what we're going to do is we're going to take it in a scale factor of 1/2, which means we're going to actually shrink it, right? And we're going to shrink it in size to 1/2. And so in order for me to find this, what I need to do is I'm going to find this new point, which I'm going to call J prime. So I'm going from J to J prime, and J prime just kind of has a little apostrophe next to it. And so to find the coordinates of J prime, what I need to do is take the scale factor and multiply it to the x and multiply it to the y. So I'm going to take 1/2 times 2. 2 times 1/2 is 1. I'm going to take 4 times 1/2. 4 times 1/2 is 2. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing to find K prime. K prime is 2 times 1/2, which is 1, and then 6 times 1/2, which is 3. Then to find M prime, it's 8 times 1/2. 8 times 1/2 is 4, and 6 times 1/2 is 3. And then finally N prime, 8 times 1/2 is 4, 2 times 1/2 is 1. So these would be the 4 new points for the smaller figure, which should be, if we take this to a scale factor of 1/2. Now, if I needed to graph it, I could graph these points. I could graph these points, and you could actually see it on a graph, and that's something that we're going to end up doing in class. Now, another way that you might look at scale factor, this is probably the more common way, is when you're actually increasing it in size. And so what I'm going to do is multiply by a scale factor of 2. So now, and this is most likely a triangle, I'm going to take this triangle ABC, and I'm going to take it to a scale factor of 2, which means in order to find A prime, I need to take the number 2, and I need to multiply it to both of these. So it's going to be times 2, and then times 2. Remember, you're always doing it both to x and to y. Sorry, that should have been there. All right, so negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. And then 0 times 2 is still 0. Then to find B prime, it's going to be 0 times 2, which is 0. And then 2 times 2, which is positive 4. And then to find C prime, I'm going to go negative 2 times 2, which is negative 4, and then negative 1 times 2, which is negative 2. So keep in mind, we're just multiplying the scale factor times these numbers. If they're negative, they would stay negative. If they're positive, they would stay positive. And then the third type of problem, I'm going to actually show you the book for this one, is one where you get a picture. So I don't know how easy this is going to be to see, but I'm looking at this particular picture, and I'll give you the coordinates in just a moment. I'm looking going from this eagle down to this eagle. And so the question is, what is the scale factor? I guess we're going the other way. From this eagle, from the smaller eagle, and I want to enlarge it, right? So basically, like you would give me this, let's say on a sheet of paper, and I want to blow this up, and I want to put it like on the walls of the gym or the wall of the lunchroom. And so if I take this and I want to increase it in scale, I got to figure out what is the scale factor between this one, the smaller one, and the larger one. So if you look at the larger eagle, when you're looking at the coordinates, which are on there, you just may have been difficult to see, it was 3,6 and 9,6, and the smaller eagle was at 1, 2, and 3, 2. So the idea is, how do we figure out what the scale factor is? What we can do is take the length of the eagle. So I'm going to come back to that in just a second. Let's take a look one more time. So if I'm looking at the length, I'm talking about this. So this is 3,696, so I'm looking from that distance, and I'm comparing it to that distance, right? And so the length of the larger eagle is if I take this number and I subtract this number, so it would be 9 minus 3 would be the larger eagle, and then the smaller eagle would be this number minus this number, so that would be 3 minus 1. Right? So when I solve this, I I end up with 6 on top, and then I would have 2 on the bottom, and so this simplifies down to 3. So it's a scale factor of 3. So to get from the smaller eagle to the larger eagle, I'm basically doing a scale factor of 3. All right, that's all we got for you on dilations. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to do the problems at the bottom of the page. See you in class.